Oh man, has it been a while? Or has it been a while? Is it just me? Oh no, the light's gonna reflect in my goggles. Um, I thought let's just sit down and let's just talk politics, not music, guitars, amps. Let's just religion. We'll talk religion. Nah, nah, it's not gonna happen. Nope, not doing it. Can't make me, and I won't. So, um, a little bit of my dilemma that I've been kind of, you know, working through is I think I mentioned this a while back on foot pedals and, always kind of reaching for that tone or reaching for that certain sound, yeah, tone, sound, whatever, whether it's a lot of real deep or dark distortion versus a real just crunch. Taking a pedal and pushing an amp, or using the pedal to its full capacity. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because that's where I'm going right now, is to say I don't really know what most people do. I shouldn't say what most people do. A lot of people that I know really like to push the amp with their pedals. So they use the dirty channel and they don't really saturate too much, and then they take the pedal to create the finishing push. I do the opposite, and I use the pedal to its fullest extent. I took my glasses off because, well, I don't want you guys staring at the you can see it, can't you see it? You can see it. Anyway, I use the pedal. So like if I'm doing a slide over here, pull something off my board real quick, and that is if I'm I use this as my main. I use this one exclusively, should we say, when I play live or I do stuff. This one really just does it for me. I do have the Tube Screamer. Now I know a lot of guys will take the Tube Screamer and they use it to, like I said, push the amp. If I use a Tube Screamer, I go through my clean channel and I use this for like a crunch or like just a little bit of a drive, whereas this is obnoxious, right? So anyone that knows this, the Love Pedal, knows that it's just one of those that the Super Lead Love Pedal it's a great, I think, great tone. Some of the people back in the day, and some probably still now, use the MXR Distortion Plus. And again, some people take it to push the amp, right? So they take it and they want to just again put your crunch it or your distortion at a certain level, or your drive, and then just kind of push the amp. I like to use the pedal. Now I guess what I'm asking you guys is what really is, from your experience, those of you that have sat down and experienced these pedals, do you use yours to drive the amp? In other words, the pedal is the only thing you're using, or do you use your pedal to push the amp, like crank your gain a little, then push it the rest of the way with the pedal? I'm curious to find out how many people feel that that's the best way to go versus using the pedal to its fullest capacity. And I get that there's certain situations where you would probably want to use the pedal to its full capacity to get that tone. And then I get it that sometimes you want to just drive you push your amp a little bit. Curious on that. The other thing that I'm curious on is I'm using now an MXR EQ, and I still have my Boss GE7. Hold on, excuse me for being rude, but I'm gonna be. I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, obviously I still use one of these, but I do have the MXR. And I guess what I like to, you know, I like to experiment around to see. When it comes to an EQ, obviously there's more bells and whistles with the Boss, but I find that the MXR gives me a little bit more tone, you know, tone. I don't know why. It could be just me. Again, I'm one of these, should we say, I don't want to say tone snobs, because I'm not that good to say I'm a tone snob. But I guess that's what it is at the end of the day, is me just trying to find something that I really like. And sometimes I get that it's minuscule or it's just not right, you know. You know, it's just I guess it's what you feel, right? Or you like, whatever it is that you are looking for, that really, you know, makes the difference. If you like a lot of distortion or a lot of overdrive, then obviously, you know, you're gonna seek that out, and you're gonna maybe add a little more treble or bass to it to get the drive or the tone that you want. And whereas the next guy comes along and goes, dude, and I've had this happen in my time where people have come up to me and said, why are you, you know, why are you so tinny or so trebly, you know, in what I'm doing? And I think, well, first of all, I'm a guitar player, but you're right, maybe it is. But I'm not standing out where they're standing out, right? I can hear it on stage, and to me, sometimes, you know, if you're standing too close to your amp, which, you know, sometimes can happen, it blows right by you. Well, it does to me anyway, that's how it feels. But I guess to each his own is what it is, and I'm just curious as to, you know, one, what pedal do you use? What pedals, you know, what do you use? Ibanez? Do you use the Love pedal? Do you use the MXR? Do you use, you know, what do you use? You know, your JHS? Do you use a Tiki drive? I don't know. I have all these around. I don't, you know, do you use I have a Vox multi-effects pedal that I use. I have a Richie Kotzen multi-effects pedal that I use, which is a Tech 21 RK5. And then I have other pedals, you know, laying around. And so I guess I like to have multiple options to see, you know. And obviously I play out live more than I'm in a studio. So maybe if I was in a studio, you know, the times I've been in a studio, you know, I took my basic rig, whatever I was using at that time, you know, and they take your speaker cabinet, goes off down a hallway and is shoved off somewhere else, and your head is down this end. Usually you're standing in there with the guy who's mixing you, or, you know, and you're doing that. That's the way my experience with it. And so, you know, you don't, you know, and obviously he's going to fix your treble or your bass, or he's going to mix you a little better, you know. But anyway, that's just there. Anyway, one other quick note, I'm going to throw this in this video. I'm not going to keep my videos super long, but a few things that I mentioned a few months back was the Pantera reunion coming up, and not that I thought that it was a reunion, it was more of a pay homage or tribute to Dime and his brother Vinny. And I think that what little bits I've seen online is cool. If they're paying tribute to, and I said this in this other video, if they're paying tribute to him, then I think they did an okay job. I don't fault them for what they did. Again, if that's all if you're trying to pretend that you're Pantera, I no, no, not from my perspective. And I'm not trying to diss on Zach or Charlie. I'm saying from my perspective, no. Pantera was done when Dime and Vinny were gone from the band and gone from this life as we know it. So, but if they're paying tribute and that's all they wanted to do is pay tribute to him, then, you know, more power to them, and, you know, great. You know, I get it. Paying, you know. Same goes for Eddie Van Halen. You know, there's all these talks and rumors floating around that they want to do these tributes to him. If, you know, someone had mentioned, I think you've probably seen it here, is that Joe Satriani would handle. I don't think you should use just one guitar player. I say take half a dozen or so people that he influenced and give them each maybe 2 songs to play, you know, and just kind of don't make it repetitive one guy. I know that they had approached Wolf, and obviously we saw at the tribute to Taylor Hawkins that, you know, the tribute to him, that when Wolf came out and did you know, his dad's stuff, he did a really great job. And I know a lot of people were saying, well, why doesn't he go out? And I know that he has zero interest in trying to go out and play his dad's stuff. And I don't blame him, you know, because, yeah, he did great on those shows. But, you know, if he went out and they did a bunch of Van Halen shows, everyone will just either start critiquing him or bagging. And there's just no need for that. But he did a great job. He did a phenomenal job. Clearly the kid has studied music in general, maybe not studied at a school, but studied music, and clearly he paid attention to his dad. That's great. I think he does a great job. I hate that he gets picked on a lot, but, you know, he did a great job. He's a good kid. Anyway, so there's my few topics for today. Just talking about pedals, you know, talking about, you know, those concerts, those shows, to see what you thought. Sorry about the glare. I lost my other what's it called? My tripod with my other thing. So this is all I had. I guess I could have killed the light. I bet I'd go in the darkness, right? The darkness, right? Is that dude killing it or what with his little show? See, it's kind of, well, maybe it's better. No, well, maybe not. Maybe see, can we dull it down or something? That doesn't matter. We're coming to an end anyway. Anywho, politics and religion will never be discussed on this channel. It's not going to happen. To each his own on that too. You want to go out and support whoever you want to go out and support. You want to believe in whoever you want to believe in. That's your business. It's not mine. You want to believe in the man upstairs, the man downstairs, or wherever. Whatever it is you do. Buddha, Allah, Jesus, that's all your business. You will never come to this channel and hear me trying to preach anything or talk about politics. Not my cup of tea, nor will it ever be. Do I have an opinion on it all? Right, I do. Absolutely. You know where it sits? Right here. Do you think I talk about it? Oh, no. No need to. No need. I should have just done this from the get-go. Why didn't I do this from the get-go? I don't understand why I didn't do this from the get-go. I don't. I just, because that was a lot of glare. That was a lot of me trying to duck, move, you know. Guys would have thought that maybe, you know, I was trying to not get shot or something. Anyway, thanks for those of you that tune in and check it out and stick with me. No guitar playing today, mainly because I've been throwing up a lot of things here, there, and creative-wise, I have not that I haven't been feeling it. I just haven't sat down and thought of something that I really want to throw at you guys. I just wanted to talk equipment. That really came to my mind. Obviously, you look in the background, this guitar's there, and obviously there's more down. I wonder if I can do this. Can I? I can. Check it out. That's right. No, I'm not a lefty. Well, it doesn't come out lefty, does it? Anyway, and there's more on the wall over there. There's some on the stand. But anyway, thanks for checking it out. Like and subscribe if you feel that there's something if there's anything you want me to talk about. Any equipment you want me, if you want to hear the Paul Reed Smith, if you want me to go get my Van Halen head in and put it on the Van Halen cab, I've got a PV over there, a PV over here. I've got an ugly head. Any of those of you that might know what that is, I've got that. Anything you want to hear, let me know. Anyway, again, thank you so much for taking the time to be with me. I appreciate you all, and I look forward to putting another one up. Thinking around Monday-ish, I'm putting one up with some Git Fiddle playing, and maybe I'll try out a couple of those pedals so we can, obviously it doesn't come across to you guys, but we'll try it out. Why? Why not? Right? Right. Anyway, peace. I appreciate all of you. Take care.